Hey up lads and lasses, Damphyre here, back again with some more Galaxy Reavers 2. Something a little bit different today again. We're going shopping. Way. So yeah, I'm going to go through the store, tell you what you should be buying and what you should be keeping an eye out for. I'm specifically going for a slightly newer place. I think the veterans and stuff in this game probably already do this anyway. So first up we have the items that you can see now. They use the two currencies in here, so you have Krypton and you have the Star Coin. I don't really pick up much in here. I very rarely find stuff to do that I will pick up in here. I'll pick up Legion comms because I'm running a Legion and I'm still trying to reform that, so I still pick up the Legion comms from here, and I pick up the acceleration cores or whatever they're called. The ones that you can use to accelerate your R&D. So they're the two things that I personally recommend. You can find things occasionally in here, like as you're a newer player and you're coming up through things, you might need that extra shield core or the destroyer core, so you can get your destroyer up another tier into rank or order 5 or something like that. So you can pick up the odd things in here, and because they only cost star coins and we can mine those quite easily, probably your best bet, really. Next up, we have the Legion. This is probably one of the harder ones to get points for, and there's so many useful things in here. As you can see, I've not been picking up any of the rare plugins or super plugins. I haven't done for about a month now because I'm picking up the pre-SB units, the super alloys, subsystem converters. I've needed a few mid-SB units. I've got a load of advanced SB units. I'm not quite sure where I've got those from. And I've got some link matrices that I need to pick up as well at the moment because I've got a couple of ships being worked on. Pretty much everything in here is very good. If you're low on plugins and you need some better plugins, obviously saving up for this one's probably your best bet. I then recommend the rare plugins as well. Again, if you're low on plugins, you need more plugins, this is probably the one you want to go for. Other than that, warship features, you want the super alloys and the pre-SP units. These are the way that you're going to get those base level of warship features up to I think about 4 or 5, but this before they start needing medium SP units. These are very important. Warships are very important. They're very powerful, very strong on most ships, so I'd recommend trying to get your warship features up. Link matrices, again, they're there to change and convert, well, open up, sorry, your subsystems. Also very crucial. All the ships have the option of having very powerful subsystems and subsystem converters to get the roles that you want. So everything really in the Legion store is very useful. Again, prioritize plugins first, probably. Try and get some nice plugins going for your ships. I'd then recommend your warship features and your subsystems are probably about equal, so choose whichever one you rather go for. I tend to try and get my ships up to a nice subsystem level around 4, and then I'll try rolling, or I'll try and get at least one roll done during that time on a subsystem to get a better subsystem for it. Now that my subsystems are quite high on, say, like my warship features are quite high on my monster, I've been buying a lot of these subsystem converters, and that's literally due to get the magic kinetic damage, crit damage on the bottom subsystem. The high subsystem you can roll crit rate, crit damage really easily, but that bottom system's a pain. I finally managed to get it, so I won't be rolling on it for a little bit, so I'm going to be working back on warship features. But yeah, so everything in the Legion store, pretty damn useful. Let's move over to the arena. So for the arena, I recommend, if you haven't already got a monster or you're still reforming a monster, to come in, buy all the monster battleship comms and then the advanced battleship comm. After that you can pick up what you want, but the recommendation is monster battleship, advanced battleship. All these alloys you can get fairly easily with an exploration, and I wouldn't waste your precious arena points on that because they are relatively more difficult to come by. The further up in the arena you get, so the further you're ranking, the more at the start of the week after Sunday, where the cut-off is, at the start of the week you get like a nice big boost. If you can get up to, I think it's about gold 4 or somewhere around there, you can quite literally straight up buy all of the monster battleship comms, which is quite good. I've unfortunately not done arena much for the last couple of weeks because I've had IRL things going on, and it's right in the time that the arenas are on, unfortunately. But yeah, monster battleship comm, the advanced battleship comm, the rest you don't really need to worry about. Even the advanced R&D map box, you can pick these up in the special joint ops, and I'd recommend doing so in there instead to save your currency to try and get these. Move on to challenge. In here, there really isn't that much yet again. The shape metal boxes I pick up occasionally if I'm low on shape metal and I'm just need that little bit more shape metal to get that one level out of a Gorse or something like that. For the most part though, I only buy the mid-device core box, and very occasionally if a shape crystal comes up that I'm low on as well. I use this more of a top-up store if I'm that 1 or 2 off the tiers on the Gorse or the rails or whatever weapon I'm working on upgrading. But for the most part, the mid-device core box, I don't actually even buy the Krypton tickets at the moment. You probably should, especially as a free-to-play player. We should probably be picking these weeklies up as often as possible. So these are the 2 that I'm going to recommend to you. Move on to the tactical simulation store. In here, I pick up the advanced shield modules and the tier 1 modules whenever the refresh. I need to go do some tacticals and I can pick all these up. But these are the way that you're going to be able to grind out a little bit faster the shield modules. So you, on the refresh at 23 today, my time, that's GMT, and then at 5 o'clock, I believe is the other one, at 9 o'clock, you can come in, buy up. There's usually more than one. There's normally between 2 and 3 of these shield modules. Just keep buying them every single time, and you'll eventually get to the point where you're getting them up to enough of them that you can get to tier 4s and tier 5s on them. I've got 3 ships now that have the second shield bonus, so that's definitely the way that I recommend doing it. Advanced shield module box, I'm sort of half and half on these. These I think are too expensive for just tier 2. When you think about 4 kinetic absorption modules are 350, that's cheaper than buying one of these boxes. So I'm half and half. If you've got the spare points, because you can get quite high up in tactical, so on your daily refresh you get quite a few points back, yeah, fine, pick them up. If not, I'd concentrate on the tier 1 modules at that point. The rest is a bit the same like the challenge mall or store. Just picking these up as you go if you need them. I've just picked up some MG shield parts yesterday because I've just unlocked the shields on the Immortal, because I'm working on an Immortal at the moment, and that was just so I didn't have to go into my drill and use the lower level drills to try and get these MG shield parts, because I want to try and get as much of that energy as possible still, so because I'm still upgrading shields on the friend rear, and I'm still upgrading the Immortal as well. So yeah, these as a little top up, if you've got the spare bit of currency, you can pick up, but again, I recommend the advanced shield modules and any of the shield modules that pop up in here, just buy them all out. I skipped the recruitment pass, mostly due to the fact that most of my captains are fairly maxed out. There's very few of them below 4. I think 3 of my captains are below 4 out of all the captains that I have. Most are 5 or 6, so this really doesn't help me out that much. If you are looking for captains, especially at the moment, that new Doctor is pretty busted. I have got her. She just, yeah, it's pretty harsh what she does in PvP. She's not particularly good for PvE, But in PvP, it's horrible watching what she does. She's basically like an NT field in herself. She just nukes things down and all sorts of stuff. It's crazy. She's very, very powerful. So yeah, maybe at the current and this while this event's on, where she's got a probability up, you might want to be picking these up and rolling on the bottom of the supply for her, for the commanders, where she has the probability up, and try and grabbing hold of her. Next up, we have military competition. This is the new one. So we get these points from the military competition. That's the inter-server weird PvP system that they've decided to put in. I actually kind of enjoy it. It's interesting seeing what the other servers have got, what the other servers are doing. So I don't mind it too much. In here, I am only picking up Fenrir carrier comms at the current moment, and that's pretty much due to the fact that I desperately need Fenrir carrier comms. That's going to be one of my main carriers in my main fleet, and to get the reforms on it, this is the only way I can get it. So this is the only thing I'm going for. The shield module box I'd probably ignore, because I believe this is only giving you a level 1 shield module. So you can get that in the tactical simulation store, and yeah, this is a bit of a waste. Orange device core, 50,000 is expensive, but if you are looking for orange devices and you have the spare and you're not looking for Fenrir comms, it's pretty good. Fashion gift. At the current event, we're getting a lot of fashion gifts. I'm up to 50 at the moment. When I get to 60, I'm going to unlock Jim's second skin. That gives him a slight boost in stats. Other than that, I don't believe there's any other of the meta commanders currently in the game that have skins, so this is kind of worthless to us at the moment. Well, unless you don't have the Jim skin and you want the Jim skin, just to be different. The stat boost isn't massive. It's like 40 into all of the stats he has, which doesn't actually do all that much, but you never know. It might be useful in the future if they do decide to add in more skins for the other characters. But like I said, the meta guys that you're using, so Surf, Blackbeard, the new Doctor at the moment, and what's his name? Vincent. None of those guys have a second skin, so the fashion gift's pretty much useless, and they're the ones I recommend you run on all of your ships if possible. We then have the secret store. I've gone into this one a little bit before in a previous video, so I'm not going to take too much of your time here. You get for extra invitations when you have 6-star captains will come into here. You convert them into captain secret orders. That's the currency you use in here. As you can see, I've been going ham on these subsystem converters, trying to roll for that magic subsystem converter on my subsystem on my monster. And yeah, so this is quite important. And I'm going for Legion battleships. If you're running a Legion and you need to reform it, this is a great way to get some Legion parts that aren't popping up in the store like it never does for me. Or I don't get the one in the exploration, the store that can give you discounts and stuff in the exploration. She doesn't like turning up for me anymore either. So yeah, and it's a free way-ish to sort of get Legion battleships rather than spending Krypton. The mid-module supply box, shield module of level 4 is randomly obtained. This is really good. This saves quite a lot of time if you think about it, because you need, was it 4 tier 1s to go into a tier 2, then 4 tier 2s, so like the exponential amount of shield modules you need to get up to a level 4, this kind of skips on that process a little bit. So yeah, I can highly recommend trying to pick up these, very useful. Shape crystals, I've not personally used them, but I can see the use for them. At 5,000 they are quite expensive. I think these should be cheaper personally. I think these should be 1,000, because otherwise you're just never going to use them. I can get more gold device cores than I'd need to worry about picking up shape crystal just to force a reform in a certain direction I want it to go. Again, same thing, device core orange. So yeah, I'm going to recommend the subsystem converters in here, Legion battleships if you're going for it. King Carrier's not bad. I've seen it being used in Arena now a little bit, and yeah, it's an alright carrier. It's as good as some of the other ones. It's not as good as maybe a Fenrir or even a red dragon for damage, but it's tanky as all hell and it takes a long time to take down, so yeah, it's not a bad ship. Advanced SP units, again, I don't know why, but I've got tons of these. I don't know where they've come from, but I'm just sat on like 100 or 200 of them, and I'm not getting anywhere close to going through them because you don't use that many of them as you're going up on the warship features. Anyway, other than that, a nice little trick I like to do, I'm currently doing at the moment, I'm mining a lot of star coins up. I like to use those, and this is how I get some of my gold device cores, is come into here with my spare star coin. I purchase the 50 pieces, and yeah, I just start rolling away. Every now and then you'll get 2 gold comms, and you'll get enough of them to make a gold device core, and you can salvage that or do whatever you want with it. As you can see, I'm not getting too lucky at the moment, but yeah, this is how I get a lot of my my golds, really. Just hoping to pick up the gold comms. The drop rate's not bad, it's not amazing, but because it's only star coin, it's quite cheap and it's quite easy to get hold of quite a few, and just keep rolling. And I think about 10 boxes out of yeah, roughly about 10 boxes will get me at least 2 gold comms, and it's just a nice little boost if you've got nothing else to work for at the current moment. Anyway guys, I hope you've enjoyed the video, and don't forget to like, comment and share and subscribe. It helps me out, helps the channel out. We're at like 70% of my viewers now aren't subscribed, so I want to try and sort of even that out a little bit more. So yeah, please subscribe, it'll really help me out. It really does actually. Boost the videos, gives them more view rates and all sorts of stuff, so yeah. Anyway guys, hope you have a good one, and I'll catch you guys next time.